Hello guys, welcome to Web Designing HTML CSS course. My name is Wasim and today we are going to start our lecture number 5. Before starting the lecture, I will request to everyone please subscribe my channel, like my videos and share my videos with everyone so that everyone can get this knowledge and make their own websites very easily. Now let's start. Today we are going to talk about the CSS. Right. Now what is CSS? CSS abbreviation is of cascading style sheet. Cascade style sheet, right? Here I will teach you the CSS from the scratch for the beginners. This is the course for the beginners who want to know all about the CSS from the scratch. Now CSS is used for what? CSS is used for the styling the layouts, like if you have any let me tell you from this browser. This is the last work that I have told you about the tags of the HTML. So these are the things that we can do from the CSS, like this color, like the color of this. That's why I told you that CSS is used for styling the layout. What it means that we are going to change the layout of the page. Now the file of the CSS will be saved with .css. CSS is used for the HTML. Like this is my HTML file and here I will attach the CSS, right? Now CSS also can be used for the CSS or less, and can also be used for the XML also, right? Now what browsers and editor we need? The same way browsers I have told you. These are all the browsers. To see the output of the CSS we can use Firefox, Chrome, Explorer, Safari, and editor. What we need, we can do work in Notepad, Notepad Plus, Dreamweaver, and many other editors which are used for this purpose, but we will use here Dreamweaver, right? Now CSS has 3 ways to write. Now these are the important things, right? CSS has the 3 ways to represent or write. One is the inline CSS, and the second one is internal CSS, and the third one is external CSS. Now let me tell you difference between these 3 type of CSS. Now let's start. First of all, I will tell you what is inline CSS. Let me open this file in the Dreamweaver. It's a very easy course. You will learn a lot of things in a very simple and efficient way. I hope you have also installed the Dreamweaver, so you should practice with me this thing. So this is our last work, that the output for this one is this. Now let me start. Inline CSS. What is inline CSS? I think we should remove this all, right, and start from the scratch. So this is our structure of the HTML file, that how we can write the data or anything. So we should have HTML opening and closing tag. This is the head tag, and this is the body tag. So let's start. First of all, what I will do is I will write here h1 and h1 closing tag. Here I will write HTML and CSS, right? Let me save this thing also and refresh my browser just to show you the output. Like you can see, this is the h1 is showing here. Now what I want to do is I want to change the color of the h1, this one. So I have told you that you can also do this with the help of font tag, but here as we are going to talk about the CSS, how we can write this, let me explain you. For this purpose, first of all I will tell you the inline CSS process. This one, inline CSS, how you can write inline CSS. In the h1 tag you will write here the style. You can see indentation is also showing you style. Here you will write the color, what color you want to do this. Like if I want to write here this color, right, I will choose this color. So this is, let me show you first the output. Here you can see the color is changed. Let me change it to someone else just to show you the difference. Like I will click here for blue. Here you can see it's showing blue. But ladies and gentlemen, this is inline style CSS. This is not recommended. Professional developers do not use this type of style, right? Inline style professional developer is not used because your HTML is not in the presentable form, and if you want to change the heading somewhere else, then this is very difficult to find all the headings and change the style in this. So we should not use this inline style because this is not the professional way. Now let's talk about other way, internal CSS. Now how you can write the internal CSS, let me tell you. Internal CSS is written in the head tag, in this tag. And how you can write this? You can write the internal CSS in the style tag. I will write here style. You can see indentation is showing this thing also. Immediately the closing tag. So here I can write internal CSS like this. What I want to write here, let me show you first. This is my h1, so I will write here h1, right? And what I want to change the color. I will write h1, right? And I will put these two brackets. So I'm telling that I want to change the color of h1. How? I will write h1, change the color. I will write here color, this, and I will put here black and semicolon. This is very important to write here. The semicolon is very important in all the cases. I will save here. Here I should also write the semicolon. I will save this thing and refresh my browser. Now this is saved now, and here, I'm sorry for this, you have to remove this thing from here, right? And now you will save, because first of all you have to remove the inline style, then you will write in the internal style. Now you will refresh, you can see the color is changed. If I'm going to write any other color here, like I will change it to red, and I will save this thing, refresh my browser. Here you can see the color is changed. So This is internal CSS. So this is you can say this is much better than inline style, but you should also not use this approach. You should use this external CSS. This is the much better approach here. How you can do this? Let me tell you. You will make a new file. I will click here on a new, and here I will click on CSS. You can see CSS. So the CSS file is now created. Now first of all, I will write here anything h1 like this, and in I will write here color, what color I want, like if you want to change to blue, semicolon, and save. Now this is very important where you are going to save your files. Should be saved in the proper manner. My file is on the desktop, so that's why I will write here like FIRST first, and I'm going to save on the desktop also. .css is already written by the editor, right? If you are using Notepad or Notepad Plus, you have to see the extension first. Now what will happen? I will remove this style from here, right? Now what will happen? Let me refresh. It is not changing. Why? Because we do not have mention in the HTML that it has any external CSS. Now for this external CSS, what I will do is in the head tag I will write here link, because I want to link the file, so that's why I will write here the tag link. Let me tell you again, link, right? Now here I will write here what? I will write here the file path. And how I can write the file path here? I will write here href hyperreference, and now I have to write, because my file is index file, this index file is on the desktop, not in any folder, so I'm not going to write any folder name here. I will just write here first first dot css file, right? And I will close this, save my file, and refresh my browser. Here you can see it is not working again. Why? Because we do not have right here the proper wording. What wording we have to use? We have to tell that this is the style sheet, right? First of all, we have to tell that this link is of the style sheet. And what is the type? We also have to write here the type. The type is what? Text CSS. Hope you are understand this thing. I will save this thing and refresh my browser. Here you can see the color is changed now. So I'm telling you step by step everything. If you are going to write here just the file name with the hyperreference and link tag, it will not work. You have to tell that this is the style sheet, like rel is for the relation, you can say, and you have to also write the type mean this is the CSS type file, right? In this way you can attach more than one files. How many files you want to make for your HTML, you can write here. In the further lesson series, I will also tell you how you can attach the bootstrap. Like I think after this completion this series of HTML and CSS, I will start the bootstrap series, that how you can use the bootstrap. Now further on this HTML, today we have covered just these three topics. Now in the next lecture I will tell you that all about the CSS, that what are the CSS attributes and what are the tags and each and everything, properties, values, I will cover in the next lectures, right? Now I will also tell you that what are the types of color. Like this is hexadecimal, right? I will tell you there are four types of the color. I will also tell you these four types of color in the next lecture. So once again, if you have any confusion, you can comment me. I will answer your questions. And if you like my video, please thumbs up my video, subscribe my channel, like my videos, and share my videos with everyone so that everyone can get this knowledge and make their own websites very easily. This is all for today. Thank you so much.